Hello everyone! Who runs the world?
Girls!
Can you guess our topic for this video? Before going deeper, let me give an introduction of feminism. Feminism is a belief in the equality of social, political, and economic of the sexes. Largely originating in the West, feminism is manifested worldwide and represented by various institutions committed on behalf of women's rights and interests. Thus, feminist theory is an outgrowth of the general movement to empower women worldwide because many women has been facing problems of oppression all over the world. Let's have a look on feminist literary criticism. In feminist literary criticism, female writers have examined how female beings self-constructed by male authors. They saw literature as a record of male dominance and literary texts as models and agents of power to enforce the male perspective of women. Thus, in literary critique, Elaine Showalter has identified three phases of modern women's literary development, which consist of the feminine phase, the feminist phase, and the female phase. Humanist feminism focuses on the different treatment of women from men in the social setting or social system. This happened because of the different traits owned by both genders and how it had been influenced by the patriarchal culture when men were dominant in society and government. This theory, which focused on sexual difference, had established feminist literary canon and made them trace down for forgotten female writers and challenged the aesthetic and political standard on which that Western canon was based. According to post-structuralist feminism theory, gender is made by culture, not biology. It says that gender is a set of signifiers that attach to sexual bodies. Hence, post-structuralist feminist works to investigate how and what makes women are different from men, which women always sees as otherness. Let's dive deeper into feminism from the selected movie, song, and poetry. This film depicts liberalism messages that criticize the gender role. It portrayed women who dared to voice their opinions for the right to vote, and there was a representation of violence against women because they dared to voice their rights. Those values lecture to everyone that all human beings belong to the equal position. Suffragette shows a patriarchal structure, gender roles, and stereotypes that accompany feminist negotiations between female and male character. The film not only clarifies the stereotype, but also the main character depicted against the stereotype.
All my life I've been respectful. Done what men told me.
You're a wife. My wife. That's what you're meant to be.
Never underestimate the power we women have to define our own destinies. We have been left with no alternative. Defy this government. Vote for women!
We shall cut into the heart of communications.
As for the song, we have chosen Beyoncé, who sang songs with feminist connotation. She then made things explicit with the song title Flawless. The track included a quote which says, "Feminist, the person who believes in the social, political, and economic equality of the sexes." One of Beyoncé's songs, entitled Run the World, talks about women empowerment and shows war between women and men. She portrays a feminine look with masculine aspect as she states, in which to emphasize that it is women who run the world. Feminist poetry is a movement that came to life during 1960s when many writers challenged traditional notions of form and content. It was influenced by social change and poets such as Emily Dickinson. Apart from Emily Dickinson, Maya Angelou is among such writers who address women's suffering and painful lives in her poems. Her poetry has often been praised for its depictions of black beauty, female women, and the human spirit. She speaks on behalf of herself and other African American slaves who suffered during the Black Civil War. Many of her works are considered as autobiographies because it contains many of her experiences as African American women.